What's going on? Move the mouse here, back in City Skylines. Let's play Season 9, Episode number 12. And where do we go from here? That's always the challenge, right? I did record this. I haven't figured out a way to time-lapse it down yet. I don't think I did this one in the last episode. I think I did this after the last episode. But it's basically just a really simple flowing three-way interchange to get some traffic happening over here on this side of the city. I'll zoom out just a little bit. We've got an exit on the left side of the screen, one on the right side, two at the top. They're all a little slop, but they're delivering people into different areas of this downtown area, and it allows us to stamp down things like Old Town policy on the entranceways, sort of the gateways to our city. That keeps the car traffic down to a minimum. You can see there's plenty of people moving around. A lot of them taking and waiting for the bus, which actually, shouldn't there be a bus stop there? I guess that sign is. We should probably put more buses on that line, huh? Let me follow this around, see what it's doing. It's definitely not picking up everybody. Yeah, stops are really busy. Okay, let's pause for a second. If we inspect the bus. It's bus line 1. 5 vehicles. Let's try 150%. Let's see if that makes any difference. Hopefully we'll check back by the end of the episode. Speaking of checking things by the end of the episode. Alright, where is this thing? It's over here by the power line somewhere. Isn't it? If I look at water structures, can I see through water? That's power. There is. So let's turn that off for a while. It's getting pretty close. But not so close as to cause a disaster, which may be disappointing for some. So let's come over here. Again, I don't think I recorded this. I also don't think I meant to put that in one-time speed. But essentially really simple and flowing. The whole premise being you want to get traffic off of the highway before you're getting it back on. So since this is only a three-way, we only have to worry about one side exiting, and then return traffic comes over there. And the same sort of thing. We're exiting before we're introducing this return traffic. So pretty simple. Gets our traffic over here, and I want to say I dropped this in at the beginning of the episode I didn't record, or I should say I did record but didn't. This is basically what I did right here, and it took me almost an hour of futzing around, just messing around, and not being super productive and not talking for a whole lot of it. So would not have been a very exciting episode either way, and I was thinking again of posting a time lapse but just didn't get around to it. It's not that tricky. It's an uninspiring intersection and a cargo station, or a cargo hub. I shouldn't say hub, right? Because that's the one with the train station in it. But we'll upgrade. Let's take a watch. Let's take a look at the ship. Come in, drop off one container, and leave. Thank you for your delivery. Whoa, 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 whoa! Slow down there, buddy. A few too many, I think. It's very swervy heading down that river. Demand-wise, looks like we could use a bunch of offices, because we've got a little industrial park happening over here. Nobody's really complaining, right? We don't have any major complaints. The only pop-up we have right now is this water outlet that is off. A noise complaint over here. Not much we can do about that. And a couple deaths, which look like they're getting picked up right now, hopefully. Real quick scan of our info views. Police coverage. We're good again now that we've added that prison in. Fire safety, we could probably drop in another watchtower over here just because. Tuck it away right there. They see all the trees that we need them to. I guess behind our cargo station would be good too. Alright. Alright. Well, that looks like that's pretty toasty and is probably going to go up. So that gives us a chance to redesign this park that I was never really thrilled about anyways. So that's a blessing in disguise, I guess. That is a crispy marshmallow. Did they put it out? Where are the firefighters? Did I miss a helicopter? I missed the helicopter. Okay, we'll keep it. Remodel that later. We did put these in. I think we had to hide these at some point because these are very imposing on the view of this area over here. If anything, maybe we can tuck them in behind the industrial complex or make a little shoreline here and process the water and spit it back out, almost like a pit stop for the water. All right. So, healthcare wise, doing good. Education wise, in the green everywhere. And coverage wise, looking fairly good. We don't need to cover up here because this is office park. So that should be okay. Things are looking alright on that front. Death care wise, do we say cemetery use is about 50%? That's not bad. Not terrible. 16% unemployment, probably because I have a lot of my demand is in commercial and industrial right now. Industrial / office. So we've got all this space over here. What do we do with it? Well, let's bring this neighborhood out a bit. Up towards the highway. We won't go too close. We'll leave a little bit of a buffer. We'll put some trees or some stuff in there to cut back on the noise. We will, I guess, connect these back streets. We could do that. That would be fine. If we're going to upgrade one road, it would probably be this road here. So I'll keep up with the 2 lanes this way for now. Should be fine. Yeah, that's alright. So do we... I think we're going to have to move that recycle plant, huh? Connect that if we wanted to. Which I think that we do. Do we turn this into a 4-way? Maybe not. We have people come around, work to get into this part of the town. We can kind of tuck some residents, I think, in here eventually. Let's do... Where do we need some buffers? So I guess we could also start building in behind here, right? We haven't used this space. So let's eat up some of this. May as well use that as a chance to kind of separate these zones here. So we'll clean that up. This is sort of a waste if we don't use that, so may as well. Fill in the rest of that block. I'm not going to zone anything at all here. We'll do some more residential in behind, even though we don't need it right now. It's not what we need, I know. But I'm just trying to think a little bit ahead. Now, Office is great at padding some of the noise, so let's do that for Office, which will meet our industrial demand. We'll do that. And then let's throw some commercial out in the back of the zone. Now, the downside of this, there's always a catch. If you do something like this, trucks that are delivering the goods to the commercial zones have to go into the zone to get there, right? So they have to drive by residents anyways. So there's always a catch. You put them next to the noise, or there's noise because trucks are getting stuff there. We probably don't need more commercial than that, but just to give them a little bit of a way into that zone. I think we could do that. And then we'll move our recycling plant, which is nice that you don't have to wait and empty it. You just move it. We may as well get this connected. Alright, so that pollution bubble will spread over here now. This should clean up a little bit over time. Let's 3 times speed it. Let's get our power connected again. I guess we'll want that. But this should fill up pretty quick. Let's take a little overhead view. And 3 times speed, correct? Yeah, we'll let it play. Where are we getting to next for milestones? 46,000, not for a while, so we're good there. So let's give it a quick minute and let some people move in and see what we do from there. As I was watching people move into the city, I actually got an idea over here, so we'll want to upgrade this to cargo hub at some point. And of course it saves as soon as I start talking and lags out the game. We'll want to switch this over to a train hub, or I think that I would, because we've got the train tracks right there. But the other thing is we've never reconnected this train track that we disconnected at the beginning of the season. Problem number 1. Problem number 2, we never introduced any kind of rail service into our city. We did do, where is it? The inner city bus hub. And I hear it, but when I hear myself say that word now, I think about somebody in the comments pointing out that you're saying inner city. I'm from New England. There is a T in that. Whether you hear it or not, it's there. So, it is not an inner city, it's an inner city. Try telling the difference between those. Probably can't. I think I mentioned that before, though. So, we've got that inner city bus hub. What we don't have is a way for the trains to get traffic in and out of the city. So I was thinking this could actually be a pretty good spot right here if we create a little bit of buffer. Maybe we create a bit of a park, a little something. But let's see how far out we can come. Let's do this. We'll break the last... Actually, no, here, we'll do this. We'll come out 20 units. We'll break the last segment on each, and I want to curve this around. That'll work. And then straight tool, maybe bring it down 20 more. Good enough. Something like that. And train station. Let's drop that in. So, where the heck is that? I went by it, didn't I? Okay, so we'll do standard train station. Right here at the end of the street. Gives us some room to do something with the rails. And then let's see here. How do we hook this all in? All right, so hopefully the faster route is to avoid the station, but I think there's a way to do that, right? So oh, you can choose whether or not to allow the intercity trains. So for this one, this first stop, this introduction to the outside world, we definitely want intercity trains. We want them to be able to get the traffic in here. But from here, we could bring this over this intersection if we wanted to be a little different, I think. So let's set snapping all the way down. It was all the way down? It was, okay. And freeform. And we're just going to do a very slight incline here. like centered on everything. That's apparently the snap point. That second piece is a little bit abrupt, but it works. It does the job. Now we just have to get this connected back in. It's a little slop, and we can clean up this train line a little bit later, but with that gets trains to the city. I don't know if they want to come here, though, if there's a dead route, so... It should come up somewhere over here, right? Let's do that. That gets our train tracks all reconnected. We do have this interchange over here. This would be a good spot for kind of a central transport hub, I think. We can get some bus lines connected, metro tie-ins, all those sorts of things. What did we not power, or we didn't power and water the train station? This we will want to hook into some lines as well, because people are going to come into the city on the train. We want them to have ways of getting into the city with all spawning cars, which is pretty impressive feat to get off of a passenger train and pull out a pocket car. I guess pretty impressive in real life, not so impressive in cities since they do it all the time. Get power over there, a little extension cord. Don't mind us, we're just going to power a train station off of your domestic power supply. Should be fine. There we go. We're officially in the train business now. Let's see where our first passengers come in and go to in the city. Could be a minute. Let's look from over here, so we can actually see the city in the background at least. If anything catches fire, we'll know. Will we though? Will we really? Did I spin up a bunch of neighborhoods over here and not pause? I should have everything. Should have everything covered. Let's see. Where are my trains? Did I totally break? I was gonna say, did I totally break my trains not having a connection coming through for the longest time? So we're gonna see if we can figure out where people are going. We're gonna have to pause the game here. Who's getting off? Anybody getting off? Because there's certainly nobody coming on. Okay. Hey, that's a decent number of people. So a lot of them are walking, which is nice. Good on them. Where's this guy going? Resides at the Lafayette residence. Okay. He's a guard at the high school. Why? What were he doing out of the city? What were you doing? Can we get... Going home. Going home. Where's the dog going? Not a lot of information on the dog. High wealth teen, tourist, going to Park Plaza. Okay. Where does anybody know where Park Plaza is? What is Park Plaza? Do we follow them to find out? Where was it? Was like the person next to, behind the dog? Let's follow this person real quick. Maybe not too quick, but we'll see. See where they're willing to walk to. So you come in on the train, you walk through this absolute dead zone. It's nice to see a lot of people walking though, and not that many cars coming down the road here. Fair number of people choosing the pedestrian route. I wonder how far this guy's walking, this high wealth teen. Coming to another city to go to the park. Good. He definitely has a follow. There's a tail shadow. They passed him at the last intersection, don't worry about it. Oh man, he just blended in with all of them. Oh, he's getting into the train now. Are we still... We lost him. I hit the wrong button. So he's getting in the metro, so that's cool. So, you know what would... I mean, if they're willing to walk that far to get to the metro, that's fine by me. But we'll eventually throw a stop up here. Let's see how many people spawn cars compared to how many people just get out and walk where they're going to the metro. That's not bad. Considering it's the only traffic on this street. That's not too bad. Might get worse. We'll see. We'll see. Glug glug. Drink up. So what do we have? Not enough workers problem. We just moved a bunch of people in, right? Or we are in the process of moving people in. So we went from one end of the spectrum to the other, right? We had a lot of unemployment. And we still do. 16% was, I think, where we were at the top of the episode. We're at 14 now. So, yeah, we're getting better. But we're also seeing a ton of people not coming to work. Need more workers. Need more workers. Well, they need jobs. Maybe we don't have the right jobs for them, right? Let's take a look. Let's see what's... Oh, they just filled out. So they don't have anybody working there. They've got highly educated people working there. Not enough workers. So let's see. City policy wise, I don't think we enacted this one. But we have Industry 4.0. New technology alters the nature of industrial workforce. All industrial workplaces are for well and highly educated citizens. Increased production output by 50%, but reduces workplaces by 30%. On zoned industry. I don't know if that affects offices. One way to find out, though. So they have no uneducated slots here. 0 of 3 for educated, 0 of 8 for well-educated, and then we're overstaffed on highly educated. I don't think that changes anything when we went in there to do the industrial. Let's look over here at how we're staffed in some of these industrial buildings. So everybody's highly educated anyways, looks like. So we're doing good on that front. Did this building stop complaining? Is it starting to fill more job slots with highly educated now that it has that that policy? I believe that it is. And that's definitely where our population is at, so we'll tighten this train line up in here. I'm thinking maybe it comes under. Maybe it just tunnels immediately and comes up over here. It is nice to see it, though. So then again, maybe we bring it across the train tracks and dip back over. Just some interesting things we could do. I do want to do a separate troubleshooting episode, and I don't know if this will be the city, but I know there's some new players out there, which thank you for discovering the channel, by the way, or however it happened. Thank YouTube algorithm for finding the content, but I appreciate everybody. A lot of new faces learning the game on PlayStation, as they gave it away with PlayStation Plus. A lot of upset people in the comments too, saying that the game is trash. Maybe city builders weren't your thing and this isn't your month on PS Plus, but some of us are big fans of the game, myself included, and hopefully you find these videos useful in some way, whether it is entertaining, education, information, whatever it might be. You stay tuned this long, so if you don't mind, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel a lot and is greatly appreciated. I will try and get some more troubleshooting into these episodes. Today was kind of all over the place, but wanted to get you caught up on that highway project. We've got a little bit of demand. We'll probably grow a bit for the next episode, hit that milestone, and see, maybe get caught up on dropping some stuff. And I think it's time to go back and do unique buildings. Maybe we'll do that on the next episode. Look at all those people waiting for the bus. Man, I gotta rehaul transportation. This is gonna be my transportation city. I'm usually very reluctant to it, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see what we can do here for mass transport options. We got a little bit of everything so far, at least in comparison to my previous builds. We've got bus, we've got metro, we've got intercity bus, the metro hub. We're doing metro overground, and now we've got trains coming in. Before you know it, it'll be planes and passenger shipping and all sorts of stuff, and we'll get it all tied together in some sort of way. But it's a long journey, these cities, so stay tuned for the ride. Check back for regular updates. Hit the bell to get notifications. Find out when new videos are posted right away. Follow me on Twitter and join the Discord if you want to get involved in the discussion. If you'd like to support the channel, links to that and all those other things in the description down below. But until the next one, when maybe we'll do some actual progress in the city, this is Move the Mouse, signing off.